Hey y'all, Joe here, Southern Coast of Cooking. I got my buddy Alex with me. It's my nephew. He was with me last time I made a video like this. What we're doing is we're going to do a very special video tonight. This is Lobster Thermidor, one of my favorite all-time dishes. And of course, my good folks at Maine Lobster Now, we got some lobsters. Oh yeah, we're about to open the lobsters up, the star of the show. And Alex here is going to help me with that. But we're going to get these open, shipped fresh to us straight from Maine. All live. This is where I get all my lobsters from. Y'all have seen my live lobster videos of the 15-pound lobster and stuff. I'll put a link to Maine Lobster Now in the description box. Y'all can check them out. But we're going to get this opened up here. Of course, they send you all their, stuff about preparing lobster, everything else. That's the invoice there. And really cool. So what we'll do now, Alex, you're going to stand up and try to get this open. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, what we got, let's see, y'all peek down here a little bit. Oh, wow. Those are, pull one of those out, Alex, for everybody to see. You know how to grab them? And they can't get you.
Slippery.
Yeah. These are 3-pounders. It's the biggest they can catch here in the United States, legally harvest. Oh, wow, look at that. Let's get some seaweed on them to keep them fresh. Man, oh man, that's a beautiful lobster. Let me grab this other one for y'all so you can see it. It's packed in here just really lively. Came in the mail this morning. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Heck yeah. Can't ask for better lobsters. These Maine Lobster Now. Oh wow, live cold water Maine lobsters. And that's what we're going to use for this dish. We're about to get started. Y'all stick with us. My buddy Alex and I, we're going to get it going. All right, y'all, so we got our big steamer pot here ready. And that's the first step to this. You got to steam your lobsters, but you got to steam them with certain stuff in the bottom of the pot because you're going to make a broth out of it, okay? So I've just got a 34-quart steamer pot here. There's pretty big lobsters that we're going to be using. And let me set this over there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the stuff in the bottom of the pot that we need. All right, first off, what we're going to do is we're going to take one large onion cut into quarters and some carrots, a couple carrots. Go ahead and let's put that in, Alex. All right, just rough chopped, okay? And then we'll put the celery in. I've got a couple stalks of celery, just rough chopped up. All right, put that in the pot, okay? All right, and then we want to put, what else we got over there? We got some, let me see, parsley, a small bunch of parsley. So go ahead and throw that parsley in here. Okay, so we've got all this in the bottom of the pot, right? And of course we need some liquid, all right? As far as liquid goes, I'm gonna put about, let's see, about 6 cups of white wine, Chardonnay, whatever you like. I've got that much. This is one of those Magnum bottles. And you could use about half as much stuff. It's just we got such a big pot. I want to make sure we have enough liquid. Okay, like that. A little bit left there. That's some good stuff. All right, so we got that. And we've got a little water. That's about 4 cups of water in there, in the bottom. Now, let's see what that looks like down there. I'll wash it around. And I'll show y'all from the top here in a minute. All right, once we get everything in. So that's what it looks like right there, okay? Then we're gonna put this little pot. This is actually, it's funny, this is a tamale pot made for, doing tamales, but it was the cheapest way I knew to do something like, oh, I got some herbs. I forgot about those. I got some thyme, about a quarter teaspoon or so of thyme. I put almost half. Got about some peppercorns and some a couple tablespoons of tarragon. I want to get that down in there. That's going to add some real flavor to the party. And we're just going to so you swash that around to mix everything in there good. And then this pot has basically my steamer plate. I'll put it down in there. And see, that'll keep the lobster up out of the water. Now we'll go ahead and put this on the stove get this hot and everything, get it boiling before we go with the lobsters. Alex, you ready? I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the pot now. All right, that's number one. Go ahead and jump them in there. Number two, get them in there. Now let's get the lid on, and we're gonna let them steam for 22 minutes. While the lobsters are steaming over there, I'm gonna saute some mushrooms, okay? Right over here in this pan, I'm melting some butter. And look, I'll put a link to some exact measurements and stuff down in the description box where y'all can, if you want to look at this recipe like that. And I'm also gonna put a link to our old Alex and I's old video, original video. Okay, so we got that, and I've got about, I don't know, 12 ounces or so of mushrooms. Just gonna burn myself there. And you know what? I'll put a little bit of fresh lemon juice in there. You know, just to give it some nice flavor. Can't hurt. Alright. The seed out there. Come on now. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Then I got some just fresh ground kind of pink salt. You know, if you take some of this salt, just kind of just drop it over this. This helps with the sweat of the mushrooms. But we're just going to get them on low and just let them sit there and sweat and saute sort of thing. Whatever. There it goes. Alright. And let that just render there. Saute. Let me show you what I got going on. Alright, they're almost ready. I'm going to let them go 25 minutes just because I don't think they were a good steam at first. But I've got my big frig over here, my smaller one filled up with some ice water. I'm gonna dunk them in that ice water once I get, you know, once I pull them out first to stop the cooking process, and keep them in there over ice just to let them chill out for a minute. And of course we got our, because you don't want the lobster meat to overcook, right? And I've got my mushrooms over here just sauteing. Let me bring y'all over here and see them. You know, they're looking good. So, oh, sorry. But yeah. Everything's looking good. All right, y'all. So what I got to do now is I'm going to get the lobsters out. I'm going to put them over here in the ice bath and stop the cooking process, basically. Whoop. Down in here. Oh yeah, look at this bad boy. Isn't that beautiful? Let's go ahead over here to the big thing with him. Get an ice bath. And got my other one here. Get it over here in the ice bath. And come out of there. Ow. Okay, so we'll put that down there, and I'm going to drain the water and let them just chill out for a minute. What we got going on here, just letting the lobsters chill out over ice, just cool down and stop the cooking process. Here's what we're about to do now. I'm going to get these mushrooms out of here and leave the juice in there. I'm going to set the mushrooms on the side bowl, and I'm going to strain this stock from the lobster pot over here in our skillet, okay? Basically what I'm doing now is I'm going to just reduce this stock. Alright y'all, while the stock is reducing, we're going to go ahead and break the lobsters down. Show you how to do that with the meat. Beautiful looking lobsters, look at that. So what we'll do is take them out one at a time. I'll show you how we break it down, get the meat out, and prepare the shells for the Lobster Thermidor, alright? Okay, first off what I'm going to do is just remove the claws, just like that, okay? Because we'll crack those in a minute, but got the legs off of here too. We just want to use the beautiful shell, the half the shell, you know, for the part display part, okay? So go ahead and just make that out like that. These legs have meat in them. Believe it or not, there's more meat than you would think in these lobster legs. So go ahead and just take those off as you can, okay? And then, oh wow, okay. Now I'm going to take this and we'll just basically split it all down the middle, okay? And do it from the, let's just do it from this side here. Let's be on the safe side. We'll go ahead and put the knife down, back over here. So I'll do this, yeah. Back like this. Then we'll just split, push down, and turn it down here on the head. And we're just basically splitting the whole lobster straight down the middle. And it gives us 2 serving trays basically for the Lobster Thermidor, okay? Very important, you want to be careful here and not crack the shell width-wise or anything. Okay, so that's what I'm just doing, little bit by little bit. Okay. Go ahead and just do that. Open her up there. Alright. And look, we've got the shell already wanting to come off right here. Get all the membrane or whatever. We don't need all that stuff that's inside the head. Of course, that's going to be anyway. But that's part of my shell. Alright, we'll use that as a service deal. That's what we use. I'll clean that out a little bit better. We'll use that and the other side here. Alright. What I'll do is I'll just get in here, just kind of pull away from the shell. Okay. And we'll get that right there. Alright, and we'll use that too as part of what we're going to serve the lobster with. Now, we'll take the whole tail off of here. Just like that. Okay. We'll get rid of this. It's just garbage here. I'm going to split the tail down the middle. The other part we'll use is basically what we're going to use to serve it in, okay? We'll just do it just like this. See if I can zoom you in just a little bit, okay? Let's see what I'm doing a little better. Right down there, and you just split the whole thing right down the middle. Okay. Right down through there. A beautiful row right there. So anyway, I'm going to take the meat out of here. All right. And we'll set this aside. We'll clean it off. We'll chunk it up, just little chunks, and we'll use that in just a moment. But again, we'll use this. The shell right here is something we'll serve the lobster in. Okay. So that's how we're going to do it, and I'll come back to y'all here just shortly. As y'all can see, we've reduced this broth way down. It started up here, now it's way down. I'm going to take some of this broth off and set it aside, and we'll start sort of like a roux, okay? Now that I've got my reserve stock over here, I've got about 2 cups of reserve stock. All right, we're going to set that aside. I'm going to take about 5 tablespoons of butter. And we'll melt this right here in the saucepan, okay? As soon as that gets melted, I'm gonna add about 5 tablespoons of flour. While that butter is melting, I'm gonna show y'all something else we gotta get going. I got a couple egg yolks here. Put that there. I've got some dry mustard, okay? I think this is a little dry mustard, a little bit of cayenne pepper. And then I've got a half a cup. It's a half a cup of heavy cream. And we want to mix all this together, okay? Because we're going to combine that what we got sauteing there here shortly. But we'll go ahead and mix this together now. Sorry if y'all can't see. And just set this aside for a moment, okay? Remember, we got 2 egg yolks. We got our dry mustard, a little bit of cayenne pepper. Like goodness, and we'll set that aside just for a few minutes, okay? Now my butter is melted. We're over about low heat, and I'm gonna add some flour to that. So I think it's 5 tablespoons of butter, or 6 tablespoons of butter, and about the same of flour. And basically, this is just creating like a blonde roux type deal, okay? Just want to keep stirring this. Like I said, just get this flour mixed in with the butter, and that's what we're gonna do right here in this instance. Let's just get everything incorporated right here. We don't want to really brown or anything much. We just want to kind of just incorporate. So I just took this off the heat, turned my heat off. I'm going to mix in about a tablespoon of heavy cream to this, just like that. Alright, because you only want to do this for about 2 minutes to mix in your cream. Just kind of, this will help to cool it down just a little bit, okay? This is that egg and cream mixture we had over here on the side. What we actually want to do with this is add this here to the egg and cream mixture. Alright, just a little bit by little bit. Just going to whisk that up. Then we'll add everything back in the pan just shortly, but you want to add this anyway to stop the cooking process while we whisk everything together. Alright, once we get it all together, I'll come right back to you. Now that the sauce is thickened up, has that beautiful color to it, we're going to go back over here to the pan. I'm going to add it back to the pan, okay? And I'm just going to look at that. Wow, that's pretty looking sauce. And we'll just, you know, stir it back in basically. Let it go for about 2 minutes or so, just till everything gets incorporated with a little bit of low heat. And we'll use that here in just a bit, okay? So, I mean, that is that precious sauce right there. Real nice. Now that it's starting to thicken up, I want to add this lobster stock back in, okay? This is what we want. Oh yeah, this is going to be it right shit. Alright, so we're going to keep stirring on low heat. I'll bring y'all in just a little bit. Oh yeah, right there. And I'm going to just get everything incorporated all together, mixed in. I'll be right back to you, okay? I got the sauce moved off to the side now, okay? Now we got to saute the lobster meat. What I'm going to do here is I've got some ghee, or basically just clarified butter. I'm going to put that right in here in this pan. I'm going to turn on low heat. And we'll get started to saute that lobster meat that we cleaned out of the shells. Alright?
The inside too.
This butter's starting to melt. I'm going to put some of my good compound butter seasoning from the Oyster Bed Company of Perron's. We're going to put a little bit of this in here. I'll tell you what, this is going to take it up a notch and a half. This stuff is amazing. Alright, so we're going to put that in there. Right there, I'll put y'all a link to that stuff. It's something else from the Oyster Bed Company. Okay? People who brought us the Oyster Bed cooking device. So we're going to kind of stir that around here just a little bit. I'm going to turn my heat up to about medium. Let that stuff kind of bloom there in the drawn butter. Look at it. As you see it blooming, you can see all the green herbs and the garlic and everything just coming out in it. Absolutely beautiful. The smell is amazing too. So now what I'm going to do basically is put in this lobster meat. Look at that. And we're just going to saute this lobster meat just for a minute. And just get that butter right there, okay? I've got something else we're going to add to it. Just give it some super extra kick, okay? And get everything coated in butter first, all right? Okay, as the lobster finishes up, I'm going to add a little cognac to it. Okay, good stuff. Oh yeah, that. Trying to heat up just a little bit there. And that's something that, you know, you can add. Of course, you know, we're cooking off here, the alcohol out of it. Maybe do a little bit of flambeing. Oh yeah, look at that flambe right there on the pan. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see. Turn that off so y'all can see. There we go. We'll just let that sit there and flambe just for a second. Baby a hot dog up here. I apologize, but let that just cook just for a minute there. And here's this.
All right, Haynes, you want me to cut it up?
And
you want it to catch up?
There we go. So just letting some of that alcohol burn off right there. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that juice, lobster, everything there. Let's go ahead and add those mushrooms back in. How about that? Let's see.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with it.
Mushrooms. And then we got that sauce. Remember that we've been doing. We've been working on that. Let's just let this cook just for a minute more. Make sure that we've, oh yeah, smell. Put that, you can see off there, the Cavassier. Now, we'll go with the sauce, put the creamy sauce back in there. Alright, I kind of blended this just to really bring it together. So we're going to stir this, let this simmer here just for a minute. And then we'll fill the lobster shells with this beautiful velvety sauce right here. It's going to be nice. Okay, so we're seeing this is thickening up now. That's good. We're about to take it off. We're about to load these beautiful lobster shells down with this Lobster Thermidor mixture. It's absolutely amazing. So y'all just stick with us and we're going to carry it on. Alright y'all, so I've got my shells right there just cleaned out. And basically what we're going to do now is we're going to take this wonderful filling here, you know, with the lobster meat, with the, oh my gosh, with the sauce. We're just going to fill, you know, the shells and, you know, with the tails and everything. You want to make sure you kind of dry this stuff off a little bit as you do it. And we'll just kind of fill that along there. I mean, I like to put a little bit of newspaper, a little bit of tinfoil down as I do this. But you want to get everything just beautifully filled just like that. Get your chunks of lobster meat. I mean, your sauce. Everything else is just super, super nice right there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just kind of fill this, get our sauce, everything regulated. I'll be back to y'all in just a few minutes. It looks gorgeous, I'm telling you. It's going to be nice. Look at that. That is nice. I mean, I'm going to show you one more thing. Or, I mean, you just take this, just push that down the shell, push it in there, get everything just glorious, just like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese, some grated Parmesan over the top of these. And we're going to get these on the, actually you put them in the oven about 425, but I've got the Yoder Y640 cranked up outside. So I've been so just gung-ho about cooking on the grill lately. And we're just going to let these finish off on the Yoder. I've got some filet out there, a little bit of beef tenderloin. So again, you just want to put you some Parmesan, fresh grated Parmesan. You can do fresh grated Swiss if you really want to, but just put that on there and let's get this on the Y640 about 425 for 15 minutes or so. So here's what I got. I got the lobster here and there's a few pieces of tenderloin. I just got a beef tenderloin, just an old like 4 or 5 pound beef tenderloin with some of Ether Isles beef rub on there. But we're cooking along to have with this lobster. But I'm gonna put the lobster on here. We're running this about 425 degrees, what I'm trying to do. See if I can even fit everything on there. There we go. I'm gonna shut the Yoder down, Y640, running the Lumberjack char hickory pellets. And we're just gonna cook it and let everything get done. I'm gonna go about 15-20 minutes in there, okay? All right, y'all, I think we're about done here. At least on the lobster. I'm gonna pull it off. It's looking gorgeous right there. I'm gonna put a dish together. I mean, it's kind of deconstructed now because everything's outside together. I can get some tenderloin. We'll see what we got. Okay, y'all, here's what we got. I've got the Lobster Thermidor down here. I'm gonna just create a plate for the ladies here. Got a little bit of piece of my beef tenderloin. We'll go ahead and just carve that up and we'll do some medallions, right? I think that would be the best way to do this. And just kind of serve it up. You know, the lobster thermidor with a little bit of beef tenderloin would be a great way to serve this dish. And then possibly, you know, with a little bit of the sauce. Let me zoom y'all in here just a little bit. If you can see, I'm sorry, we got cars out here moving and everything else. Let me give you a better light. So, oh my gosh, it looks wonderful, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and just put a little bit of that sauce right there. Just drizzle it over the beef tenderloin, and just like that. That's what I'm thinking. You know, just do something like that, and then we'll go ahead and just kind of garnish. I've got a little bit more of my garnish right there, and that's what we got, y'all. Let's try that. Okay, so Miss Ashley here is going to try the dish for us.
Oh my God.
Is it okay?
It's so good.
Pretty decent, huh? Look at that, y'all. That is beautiful.
Like the mushrooms.
I'm not talking about the dish. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Very good. Very good. Glad you like it. Okay.
The lobsters cooked perfectly.
Good. Everybody dig in. We got plenty for everybody over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rest of the tenderloin off the Y640 and we'll enjoy. Alex did a great job helping me out and really appreciate the guys from the lobster place. So there we go. Yeah, Alex started at 3. So thank y'all so much. And remember, look in the description box for where we got the lobster, everything else for Maine Lobster Now. Thank y'all.